Hi, I received a package today, which is the GIYI G3 3D Gimbal, which is a new gimbal that GE developed, and I have the privilege to actually receive an unit to do a test. So today I'm going to do a quick unboxing video showing the crucial parts of the gimbal, as well as do a quick test or power on test to show how it works before attaching it to a quad of mine. So here we have it, the original box, which is black in color. Open it up, and excitingly we have all the parts in there, packed nicely in foam. And the top first two parts will be the real mounts. Let me just do an arrangement here. Okay, so the next, you see that they have included some balls, the suspension balls or anti-vibration balls, and I assume that they are giving it in a multitude or different stiffness, which I think is very thoughtful of them to be able to do this, so that different quad may have different vibration profiles. We have a U-back here, and we will be connecting the power source to the gimbal through this. Some mounting screws for the rail mount, and the M3 hex screws. You go, and then next comes the gimbal unit itself. So it actually feels quite light in the hands, and as you can see, the PTZ or the controller is a package at the back of the gimbal. Okay, the build is quite sturdy, and notice that all the motors, the stabilizing motors, have a rubber encasing. The vibration dampening balls are the middle one, which is quite stiff.
Okay, let's see how much this baby weighs. Let's see from here. Let me just set this up. Right. And you'll be able to see that this is 169 grams. Okay, so now we move on to powering up the gimbal. Interestingly, there is a small little components cable here that was included in the package, and it would be possibly a BEC that will step down the voltage from probably a 11S or any other battery to step it down. But in order to find out what actually is the voltage, I'm going to just do a quick test here. Here. Okay, so there we are. Take the leads in, and I'll just do a quick test on the output. So this is a 3S battery, so 11.1 volts, and I'll just do a quick check on this one. and you can see from the voltmeter, it actually steps it down to about 9 volts. So I'm looking at the gimbal getting powered by 9 volts voltage, and we shall see how it performs with that. Okay, so let's put this away, and as you can see, I've already have the GoPro attached to the gimbal, right? And if you look at the gimbal itself, you will see that the gimbal controller is behind on the back of the plates, and at the same time you have a power lead coming out from it. And the only other connection from the controller is basically a 4 leads servo output. That's I'm guessing it controls the pitch of the camera once it's mounted. Okay, I'll try to power it up right now, and the way that I'm going to do it is I'm also going to test the pitch control. I have here a receiver, and I'll be connecting it to my transmitter here. Okay, and then we shall see what happens. So I'll have a signal lead. There's a lead here, and to the first tree. Okay, then I'll have the power lead off. Okay, so that you guys can see the camera by itself. Okay, next up, then I'll power up the transmitter. So I'm actually connecting the receiver to a ESC, so that I can show that get it working. Okay, so we have that alive. I'm gonna turn on my transmitter. Okay, it's connected. Okay, so it's connected. And what I'm going to do here is that next I'm going to connect the power lead into a battery of its own with the BEC. So I'm going to put this in. Notice that the controller is on, and I'll be hanging it up this way. Okay, so it's initializing itself, and you see that I'm actually able to control the pitch via the RC transmitter. Okay, and it's actually leveling itself. I'm doing a roll, and then a pitch, and of course a yaw. So it actually follows the camera quite speedily to stabilize and maintain the heading, and then I'm able to move camera all the way down, pointing downwards, and then move it back up again. Here you go. So it's actually facing front right now.
And there you have it. the JIYI G3 3D Gimbal testing part 1, which I did an unboxing and a power up test, and I have some initial observations about this gimbal. So firstly, it is lightweight and quite easy to set up. Plus, for the price it is selling for, I think it's quite good value for money for 3D gimbal especially. I thought that it is a very thoughtful gesture to actually add in the anti-vibration balls of various stiffness for different vibration profiles. From my experience, this is very useful. It really depends on how balanced your quad is, and to prevent the gimbal from doing its yo-yo vibrations when you're taking off, especially if you have unbalanced props. Next up, it is also powered by a 9V U-back. This is to ensure that the gimbal control board gets constant voltage. Doesn't really matter if you're using a 3S, 4S, even a 6S battery. It will supply 9V, and it will ensure that you do not risk burning or frying the control board. However, I did notice that the way that the GoPro is mounted on the gimbal will actually offer limited protection, but of course this is not a problem, especially if as long as you do not actually crash it. And of course filters won't fit due to the lens ring is where the gimbal is actually holding the GoPro. I don't see this as a very big issue because mounting a filter or heavy filters on the GoPro on the gimbal will usually throw the balance off anyways. So thanks for watching, and there will be a part 2 coming up very soon, where I will be walking through the installation of the gimbal on my quadcopter, which is a 3X, and I'll be testing it and hopefully get to take it out for flights when the weather is favorable. Okay, thanks again, and bye.